Hello there YouTube, this is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with Aces and Adventures. Today we're going to continue on with Winter and Vernal Spiral. Today we're going to be playing Leilah because that's just the order that we've currently been going in. As you can see, I've improved my time with Leilah. Just mostly got like a luckier run, I suppose. But I'm a little bit more excited about this because Leilah's a lot more consistent for me because she's the one that I spend a lot more time playing. So, while not 100% perfect win rate, I have a very consistent win rate with her on Winter. And hopefully it'll be interesting or not because, well, Leilah pretty much just breaks the game.
Bound to any lamp.
Okay. That's a flush? Let's fish for it for free. I would prefer not to have to use fate weaving for it. We're going to have to use fate weaving for it. We're going to go for Sansa Fate. Again, I feel like a broken record. Every single time, +1 max hand size is just so ridiculous. If we get another source of +1 max hand size, it's pretty much over at that point. The other level 1 traits are definitely valid as well. Radiance is very good if you want to be a little bit more of an offensive powerhouse. Dealing +1 combat with multi-card hands happens a lot. Usually you're going to be defending with pairs. Usually you're going to be attacking with pairs. Maybe even like flushes and such. When you're doing flushes and straights, it's obviously not as good. It's just +1 combat damage. But it also makes it so that you're dealing something against enemies that have, like say, Diamond Mastery or, Dark Combat, where they're just like, oh, okay, you know what, I'm going to take, like, no damage from this attack because all your cards are of a specific value or color. And she's like, nah, I'm at least going to whittle away at you. And then, of course, she gets that ability cycle, which, as I said in another video, ability cycling is absolutely important. I mean, pretty much in the game, but in Infernal Spiral, when you have a smaller deck, it's even more powerful. And then, of course, Dominance is great. The only problem is that your starting curse is Stretch Neck, which is a little weird to play, but still very viable.
I am as the desert breeze.
So we're going to go with this instead.
The mirage.
That'll give us a straight. But he's flying. But for the most part, this gets all this stuff out of our hand because probably we're not going to be able to do much with it. This isn't much better, but we can do something with this. Let's go ahead and do something that's actually going to do damage.
You must be punished.
Okay, that's looking pretty good. And then we can also use a Tetratic Burst, so he's dead.
You're doomed.
God, I'm in love with Dark Mirror. I really want to use Dark Mirror. Fate Untold is pretty dang good. Yeah, getting a buff early is kind of nice, but Dark Mirror is like just the... It's not obviously the perfect defensive card because Glamour is the perfect defensive card, but you reduce costs on Dark Mirror, up it to Dark Mirror +1. Oh, it's beautiful. Doomed +1 is also very notable too. The problem is that it's a 1 out of 4 chance technically to deal 2 damage, whereas opposed to just regular Dune costs a black card and deals 1 damage off of black cards. It technically comes to the same, but even when you like look at the enemy deck, you can just take a look at this and be like, okay, like this is primarily red. It's about like a 50-50 at this point. Whereas if you're looking at clubs, you're like, okay, well there's only 10 of these left in the deck. And then you got to go through here and start looking at all that, if you care for that sort of thing. Otherwise, if you have a club, you just throw it, and sometimes you do damage. Seems kind of nice. If you have Scribe Plus, I believe, which is a buff that allows you to look at the top 5 cards of the enemy hand, or of the enemy deck, that's makes this pretty good. But we don't have access to any of those things right now, so this is basically just another gamble card. And Dark Mirror allows us to deal damage on defense. Right? We're probably going into Mirage and level 2, which is the ability to defend with better hands, and that's going to cause us to deal a ludicrous amount of damage, and having like a ton of Dark Mirrors just makes that so much easier. Clone is also a good option. Clone would have been a good option had we gone into the, what is it, the multi-card attack +1 free withdraw an ability. Allows you to cycle pretty damn well. Let's get 3 more abilities we haven't taken damage. We'd love to see it.
Now it's my turn.
Kind of want to keep that, to be honest. Can we... We'd have to get rid of that in order to do that, so we're going to do this instead.
You're doomed.
I really don't want to use those aces, so what could I pair? I don't have anything that I can pair with, and this is probably the one weakness of Dark Mirror. They do have to have the cards in their hand for you to steal to beat them, but when you get into late winter, and enemies sometimes get up to like 12, 15 offense, and so they got like a whole suite of cards coming at you, it's usually a lot easier, and as you have more max hand size yourself, it helps. I guess we're just gonna glamour.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Feels a little weird. Am I able to just get you with these? No, you're flying. Every single time. I can get you with this. Shame we aren't able to carry those aces to the next fight there. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to upgrade and reduce cost. I'm already seeing that here. Where is our duplicate cards? That's a card shrine. That's overdraw. They all look the same. There it is. 1 copy here. That's it. So that's our copy. So we don't have to worry about that yet. All we have to do is worry about getting our Dark Mirror to the point to where it's actually worth copying, which is quite easy. We got reduced cost here, which is good. Glamours for free are pretty strong on Leilah. We could upgrade. Reduce cost way later. I'd like to reduce the cost now, because when you start upping the cost of Dark Mirror, it goes to a diamond, which makes it kind of hard to use. But then that's wasting a rest, in my opinion. And I don't like that. So maybe what we do is we come down here, upgrade 2 cards, get this event, head for this this merchant, and buy gear. Going up here allows us to remove 5 and get armor though. So maybe we just waste the rest. What do we got here? Change of Heart. Great ability draw. I'm all about it. Ascendance is the ability to heal, which Leilah actually doesn't have a lot of good healing. It's probably her one weakness, is the fact that she A, doesn't have stats, and B, when you actually do fail, it's not necessarily like permanent, right? But she's got Ascendance that gives her HP, like 1 HP. You've got, I believe it's called Rebalance, which is like 1 damage, 1 HP. And then I believe there's a curse that if the enemy removes it, you get 1 HP, which is a little bit awkward because the enemy has to remove it or you have to remove it. So then it ends up costing a lot. She definitely doesn't heal for the same price as other characters who have access to healing. Anyways, change of heart +1 is amazing.
Allow me to compose myself.
Good thing about rest is that it does allow us to, you know, fiddle with our deck a little bit here. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Got a king in there, which actually means that we have a straight. Let's get rid of Shimmer. We'll keep Stretch Neck in case we need it. Otherwise, all this is good. Okay.
I am as the desert breeze.
Diamond Mastery, huh? Rude. Let's see here. I mean, we should be good to just bob them here. Let's use this, though. Keep the diamond just in case we need to glamour. It's also 1 less diamond so that we actually deal damage. Alright. Well, you're a little rude, aren't you? That's especially rude. It would take us too much to beat that. So we'll just glamour it.
My wish is your command.
There's another straight. Yeah, avoiding using that would just take too much resources. We might as well just use it. Suppose we could have used the pair of queens and kept most of the straight intact, but you end up tying yourself down if you do that too much.
Charmed, I'm sure.
This hand is terrible. So we'll go ahead, we'll do that.
Time for a change.
That's looking much better. I can steal a jack here.
I can't use that right now.
If I click on the right card, that is.
By the ebbing tide.
Well, that didn't do much of anything. You can do this, though.
You cannot trust your eyes. I am as the desert breeze.
You know what? I just realized I forgot to check our bosses. It's a little bit of a flub.
Time to give fate a hand. Now it's my turn.
Hello? Okay. I think here we glamour. We could use a bit. You know what? No, let's get a little bit cheeky here. They have a pair of 4s. We'll shimmer our ace down. Now we've got a pair of kings. Seems good. Let's make that dark mirror +1 free. And then we'll be able to reduce another cost here. We got to start considering what that's going to be. I could see it being change of heart +1 actually. Reducing the cost on that would be pretty good. Charm +2 is interesting. Chains of Will is also interesting because of the fact that since we took, what is it? Sands of Fate, we can see the top card of the enemy deck if we wanted to. So top decking isn't a terrible route for us to take. I feel like I want to try Charm, but the problem is that there's a lot of enemies, including, like, you know, Inverness himself, that have resist, and so spending all those resources just for it to... that's new. Has Retaliate and Spite. Oh, we can mark? Look at that. That's interesting. You can right-click to mark things that you want. Hold up. I'm going to play around with that a little bit. Anyways, my apologies. Retaliate and Spite. Oh, it's summoning these things. Okay. Elder Fire I actually don't mind. That's going to be pretty easy for us. Cloaked Figure will not be so easy for us. Anyways, moving on. What do we want here? Charm +2 isn't going to help us against our upcoming boss. We also can't use Chains of Will against them, unless, of course, we also reduce the cost of that, in which case it is no longer a black card being used out of our hand, so Nullify Dark doesn't work. I could kind of see that. Pacify +1 is good in a lot of encounters. It's just expensive. Like, that's really the only problem with it. If you're going into full curse synergy too, it gets pretty damn good. But this is more of a niche card, so I'm not even looking at that. Technically, I would say Charm +2 due to its cost is a little bit more niche as well, but you can definitely do some stuff with that, especially if you have Stir Anger in deck, which is enemy negative defense plus attack, and then all of a sudden you hit them with Charm. Oof. I think we'll take Chains of Will +2. A little bit of CC never hurts.
My wish is your command.
Everything's dead around here, isn't it? It has Rebounding Soul, so if I hit it with Tetratic Burst, it's not going to actually die, which is annoying. Can we stun one of these things? No. I'll tell you what, with all these cards, I'm still feeling Tetratic Burst. Like, it's gonna be annoying, but what else are you gonna do? I actually feel dropping that so that we can potentially kill you. Nope. Okay. We'll glamour here. There we go.
detain.
Alright, it might actually just be easier for us to just, you know, like, nuke these things down repeatedly. Which is a smidge unfortunate. We're actually close to do something like that.
By the ebbing tide.
Well, that's a thing. I actually just want to hit you with a 3 of a kind. That's good stuff. Can we Chains of Will you? Yes. If we do that, we want to do it to this guy right here.
I'll tell you when you've won. My wish is your command. Just a little nudge.
That actually went better than usual. All your cards become diamonds. Flushes are disallowed. That's actually terrible for us. One of the main ways that we go about defending ourselves is using Mirage into diamonds. But maybe what that means... God, we would need to level, like, right away. Like, I like the fact that this is a weird build. See, this is the problem with watching Bit's content. He can't not do science. But I don't think that this is... Like, if that was the case, then we wouldn't have needed to change Dark Mirror. But we're going to have to reduce the cost of Change of a Heart, which we can do. Stretch Neck Tetratic Burst is now, like, not a thing, so is Shimmer. So we got to get rid of all of that. Thankfully, we're going up against Remove 5. Remove 5. We're going to have to fight an elite like this. Armor. Event. Yeah, I think our level 3 becomes Wild Suit Diamonds. And then our cards are all cards. And if that's the case, maybe it's not Mirage. Maybe it's Hearts are Wild. But if we do that, then we basically don't have a level 2 going into here. Is there an early level we can snag? It doesn't look like it. We would have to face this enemy. And they nullify red, so we wouldn't be able to use any abilities that use... We wouldn't have to reduce the cost of Glamour unless it was due to a case of we don't want to use cards out of our defensive hand. This is so interesting. We definitely don't want to do all spades. I gotta do it. The right move there is probably to skip, though. I'm fine with an ebb +2. Okay. These don't exist anymore. And certainly not this. I think we need to upgrade an ability at this point. Give me Dark Mirror +2. Because now I want to know how this works. So, Dark Mirror +2 allows us to permanently clone in a card from an attacker's hand. Which is theoretically going to bog down our deck, but if we're able to make it so that we have more of a specific... Actually, No, that still requires a club. We've certainly done ourselves a weird situation here.
You must be punished.
Well, I mean, yes, go ahead and give me 5 abilities. Well, that ain't working. Means that we have an ace we can steal next, though. But I assume that when we steal this, it's going to become an ace of diamonds. So we're pretty much in a situation now where we want to take all of our high suits, or our face cards and above, and we want a ton of those. Don't need to use that. Yeah, go ahead and attack me. I want that. I'd really prefer not to use that wild, but taking 4 damage isn't an option. Oh, you know what we could do, actually? No, it would still be. I was thinking we could use this shimmer on the enemy. But that wouldn't work out, because they still have a pair of 2s. Okay. Suppose we could use our Fate Weaving right now.
I'll tell you when you've won. I am as the desert breeze.
No, this is actually an ace. It's a little awkward, actually. Well, we can use Chains of Will then. So maybe that's how we get out of this. Due to the magic of Dark Mirror, we have survived bits yet again. Can I do something with this? It was risky. Gas Queens.
Charmed, I'm sure. By the ebbing tide.
What the heck is going on here?
You cannot trust your eyes. You must be punished. By the ebbing tide.
Yeah, not being able to flush is going to be a notable issue.
Time for a
Give me
change.
more abilities. We'll get rid of a shimmer. There's our Dark Mirror back. Let's go. Well, if we know we're going to get an ace, let's get an ace.
By the ebbing tide.
Look at that. We don't need clubs. So we need to make sure that we use Dark Mirror on diamonds, preferably, because then diamonds are going to get the wild suit at level 3. And honestly, so long as it's diamonds, we could probably just copy anything. No, we're gonna use this shimmer.
The mirage.
And you can get bopped.
Now it's my turn.
Alright. Tell you one thing I'm willing to do. About a full house.
By the ebbing tide.
Okay. Why, yes, I would like an ace of diamonds.
My wish is your command.
Okay.
Time to give fate a hand. You must be punished.
Is there such thing as like a full train? Three sets of pairs? Okay. You evasive motherfucker.
I am as the desert breeze.
There's a full house. Get lost. So yeah, since we've disabled us being able to get flushes, straights and full houses are pretty much what we're going to be after. And that's why we're kind of looking at Wild Range +1. But the problem is that Wild Range +1 isn't really going to do much for us in the meantime. So we're kind of going to get stuck with fiddling around with, what am I trying to say here? We're going to have to go through this whole area without a level 2, which is considerable. But once we get to level 3, our, and this is pretty much just Leilah in general, her whole build is just going to crack open, and we're going to be able to do almost whatever we want. We'll still have to play the game because I was stupid and, you know, turned all my stuff into diamonds. And because I'm sure some of you guys are thinking about it, yes, Dark Mirror +2 was probably not an upgrade we were supposed to do, had we known that we were going to do this. I'll admit, I don't know what the order of operate, or like the timeline was on that. Did we have Dark Mirror 2 before we grabbed all diamonds? Because as soon as we grabbed all diamonds, we should have just stopped at Dark Mirror +1. Admittedly. But, I can't help myself, man. It's gold. It's got gold around the border, and it's a dark mirror. I don't know how else to defend myself, really. I like that. Exchange health for power. Oh my good, it's over for you.
Do you have this in my size?
It is over.
Put it on my tab.
We don't need that. Target suffers 3 damage per spade in their attack hand when launching an attack. We can't use it. I suppose Magic Siphon is another way for us to heal. So Magic Siphon with, what is it? I believe it's called Heartbound or something like that. would be a way for you to actually like get a lot of healing, but that has the disadvantage of you have to place a card on an enemy and then use another ability on an enemy, which doesn't sound like much, but it's going to cost like a whole ton of cards for you to do it. Iron Maiden +2 seems interesting. The problem is that we can't cast it, so we would have to reduce its cost, which we can do, but we already have something that we're reducing the cost of. I believe it's the yeah, it's the Change of Heart, because that's pretty important for us. And then Chains of Will is just going to be a little bit useless in our deck for a while. So honestly, all of these are looking pretty garbo. Okay.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh no, I can't deal damage or use spells with black suits. Anyways.
Time for a change.
Get rid of that. We have Dark Mirror in play again. We are...
Fate is what I make it. Aha!
Okay. I'm debating if a 4 of diamonds is actually worth it. I'd kind of like to keep, well, technically, if you're trying to get a ton of straights, you'd want, like, the middles, right? You'd want 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s, because you almost always need to go through there. But this is not that case anyways. So we're not going to steal anything here. Yeah, we're just gonna... I'm actually willing to use these 9s. Excuse me? You're a little rude, aren't you? Oh, hold up, though. I want that.
My wish is your command.
Okay, so we don't have Dark Mirror in hand. That means we have...
Tide.
Look at that, baby. Honestly, I almost think that we just sit. Keep that. And we're good here. 2 8s. Like I said, I think we want those. So give me an 8. I've had a change of heart. And then give me another 8. No more stealing 8s. We've got 3 8s. I don't know what I'm doing here right now. Get rid of that. We can block now, but let's just do damage. We're about to farm this boss for like a deck full. Oh god.
Now it's my turn.
We have a full house? Yep. Why didn't you? This game sometimes.
You must be punished.
So if we reduce another 2 cards here, we would be able to fit Dark Mirror in our hand. Noted. And in fact, we have Change of Heart in there too. So if we can reduce 1 card actually, then we would have either Change of Heart or Dark Mirror in hand. Maybe Chains of Will disappears, let's be honest. We definitely want to get rid of Shimmer. Okay, anyways, back to the game. What do we got here? We ain't got shit. We have to use something. So let's get rid of these lower guys here. ebb them.
By the ebbing tide.
Let's get rid of these guys here and we'll ebb them.
By the ebbing tide.
There we go. That was definitely a waste. I don't know why the overkill doesn't go through there, because when we use the nut, it definitely does on us. In fact, it's a little bullshit, you ask me? Oh, actually, you know what would be sick? I'll talk about it when we get there. Let's actually get through this boss fight in a reasonable time instead of me explaining other things. Oh my god, look at all these aces. Everything's coming up aces. We still have Fate Weaving, right? That wouldn't do anything. I'll tell you what we could do, though.
You cannot trust your eyes.
You can get fopped.
My wish is your command.
Alright, ebb
By
plus
the
2.
ebbing tide.
We have Change of Heart.
Time for a change.
Get rid of Shimmer. I think we sit on this hand. I suppose I could... No, I could tap you. But hold up, you're gonna... No, we don't want that ace. So if that's the case, then we can turn this into an attack. Which, let's make it a 3 of a kind of 7s. He almost blocked it. Technically. Not even technically, actually. It looked like he almost blocked it due to the value of the cards themselves, not due to the statistics. Hey, we could use a 9. I'll take that.
I don't have enough resources.
Kind of want Glamour to disappear.
Charmed, I'm sure. By the ebbing tide. Time for a change.
Okay.
Time to give fate a hand. My wish is your command. Fate is what I make it. Aha!
There it is. We're gonna gain 1 health. Maybe give me a buff? Otherwise, when are we getting our buff? We're not really getting a buff. It's gotta be a buff that we can equip, though, now that I think about it. That's kind of spooky. Maybe we're buffless?
Wiser and not a day older.
Okay, so... Ring of Clarity at this point could be pretty good. We could still go into sort of a caster deck and ignore costs. But one of her level 3s is whenever you deal damage, you top deck. And then whatever the color is, all of those, that color in your hand deals double damage pretty much. We always top deck red. So that would be incredible. However, that would be us not taking wild suits, which may still be what we do. But we definitely Mirage, I believe. Though without flush hits, it's kind of eh. I think we were supposed to take wild suit there, actually. Yeah. No, we were supposed to take wild range +1 so that we got better, better pairs and stuff. I got distracted. Hey, we should still be fine. We're playing Leilah. Famous last words.
Desert breeze.
I like that king. I want it.
By the ebbing tide.
I want 2 of them. Okay.
You must be punished. Time for a change.
Okay.
By the ebbing tide.
I think we gotta sit on this one. Oh, hold up. Hold up.
By the ebbing tide.
I kind of want to see this guy dead.
Time to give fate a hand. By the ebbing tide. Now it's my turn.
Okay. I like that 10. And I believe we need another 9 as well.
Time for a change.
So we've got 3 10s. I mean, we can just look at this, right? Okay. Got tons of aces, tons of kings. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd use another 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need 7s. So we need a 9, a 7, and then just high suits. Are we able to get that back? Probably not. Probably not. That's okay though. And since they have safe attack, we don't want to absolutely like body their defense. Goddamn forest critters. I'm not using my aces for that.
Charmed, I'm sure.
YOLO. Let's see if we can't do any damage with this right now, though.
Just a little nudge. By the ebbing tide.
There we go. It's sort of odd to have to, like, look at flushes and be like, yeah, I can't do anything with this, actually.
By the ebbing tide.
Okay, that's feeling pretty good. Can just get you with,
My wish
or
is
accidentally
your
double click like that.
command.
Okay. Our hand is in shambles. Well, we could... Like, that really screwed us up. Okay, we're out of here. We needed a 9, right?
Time for a change.
I believe we said we needed a 9. I hope we needed a 9. It was 9 and 7 is what we needed.
I am as the desert breeze. You cannot trust your eyes.
There's another 10. Oh, a king. I'd be willing to take a king.
By the ebbing tide.
And honestly, we'll take another 10 too, I believe.
Time for a change.
It means literally nothing, so we'll just block.
My wish is your command.
And then we'll destroy you. Probably should have just used the kings there. I'm still not to the point to where I don't trust the game to actually pick good hands for me. Alright, what needs to get upgraded here? What does Change of Heart +2 do? It costs us health to overdraw abilities and cards, which is pretty freaking good. We would need to find a source of healing, though. Otherwise, it's just getting more ebbs to redraw cards. I think that's honestly it. And we just pretty much cycle through our deck every single time. Your multi-hit target abilities deal half ability damage. Oh no! Anyways.
Desert breeze.
Who has Wildcard? Okay.
By the ebbing tide.
It's an awkward hand.
By the ebbing tide.
There we go. Be utterly destroyed. God, they're trying.
Fate is what I make it.
And as you can see, if we had wild range, like this would be so much easier. You're flying, that's why we're not killing you. So if we were to instead... let's just hit you.
Now it's my turn.
It's already been an hour, and we're not even past half the game, so we are going to try and reduce the amount of mental gymnastics.
By the ebbing tide. My wish is your command.
That's Jack of Diamonds. Yeah, we want that.
Time for a change.
You piece. You're such a piece.
By the ebbing
I'm doing it.
tide. You must be punished.
Okay, copy and ability. We actually don't need Dark Mirror anymore. Maybe Ebb? Ebb +1? It's interesting. Yeah, honestly, if we were to remove anything, we're almost to the part where we remove Dark Mirror. So what we need to do is make sure that we have the correct cards in hand, and that might be this, but it also might be this, because this dismantles our entire hand, whereas this only reshuffles 3 cards and gives us an ability, so it basically cycles itself. Kinda liking that. Or we just have so many glamours that we don't have to care about anything in the world. I don't know. I really like to not have those in there.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Viewing all 70 cards in your 70 card deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could use a couple of 7s. I'm willing to let this man attack me. I mean, we're gonna take an 8. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Just a little nudge.
We're fools. We could have been doing this the whole time. Oh my good lord. We actually want to get rid of this queen here. And then we want to ebb this.
By the ebbing tide.
There we go.
I am as the desert breeze.
Oh my good lord. Where were you when bits fucked up bad? We could have been copying Wild Range +2 Wild Suit cards this whole time. Well, we learned. And if I learned, hopefully so did you guys. By
the ebbing tide. Time for a change.
That's a bit rude, don't you think? Tell you what, it certainly would have made the dark mirroring a lot easier because we would have been able to get any card and it would be diamonds still. Not that being diamonds in particular is important, but it wouldn't actually matter what they were. And with that being the case, I mean, it's way too late. We can't card shrine our way out of this one. But yeah, we would definitely take the double damage, and in fact, we still might do that. If you don't understand what I'm talking about because I'm just frazzled right now, then I apologize. Boop, boop, boop. No, keep that. Ebb these.
By the ebbing tide.
Okay.
Now it's my turn.
Alright.
I wield the mirage. Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh.
By the ebbing tide.
Yeah, so like Jack of Diamonds being copied can go all the way up to King. So Queen of Diamonds would allow us to go all the way up from Ace down to 10. Oh.
You cannot trust your eyes.
We have an ebb.
By the ebbing tide.
You're going to use an ebb.
Time for a change. I am as the desert breeze.
Yeah, if we would have been doing that this whole time, we would have been OP. So, learn from my mistakes.
By the ebbing tide.
We actually had a flush, or a straight there. I don't know what I was doing. I was too busy scolding myself, I guess. Give me this.
By the ebbing tide.
Okay.
By the ebbing tide.
Okay.
Now it's my turn. By the ebbing tide. Time for a change. By the ebbing tide.
Okay.
My wish is your command. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. Charmed, I'm sure. Time to give fate a hand. You must be punished. You cannot trust your eyes.
All right. We should probably... No, we're actually fully healed. We don't need a short rest. Overdraw abilities, not necessary. Like I said, Dark Mirror +1 is actually like pretty ridiculous. The rest of these don't do anything for us. But we don't need more abilities. Get Shimmer out of my hand, please. Heyo there, buddy. Well, there's another Jack.
I'll tell you when you've won. Time for a change. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. Time for a change.
I think we could have actually gone infinite there. That's something that we can try on, who am I trying to say? We can try that on Inverness. Just go infinite. Just make a handful of aces. But I'm going to try to not waste your guys' time here. But yeah, those wild range +2 wild suit jacks is where it's at. We definitely want to level up. And so we are going to take Whim of the Wind, because if we had been doing this the right way the entire time, we would not have taken Desert Rose. And we're actually still good with Mirage, due to the fact that we would have a ton of wild range +2 cards. Mirage is just going to absolutely clobber everything. So I think that we actually did path right after we figured out everything that we were supposed to be doing the whole time. So, Whim of the Wind is what we're going to be doing. Otherwise, Celerity is also quite notable because it's a way for you to go infinite if you have the ability to, say, take Ebbs and make them cost less than the amount of cards that they give you with reduced cost. So like if you use 2 reduced costs on an Ebb +1, you're spending 1 card, and I believe you would want to, you would prefer to have something that overdraws instead, but you would be able to use cards Celerity would give you back one less card, but when you have max hand size, it doesn't matter because you still have like a good hand size, and so you just keep clobbering, and then when you start running low, go ahead and use an ebb +1. Or like an ebb +2. Like if this cost 2 cards, holy lord, that would be ridiculous. But we want Whim of the Wind because we always have, well, there's one black card, and I guess our wilds technically don't count. So there's 3 cards in our entire like 75 card deck that aren't going to make us crit. Now if we could get a Mekatar Axe, whoo! Alright, what are we looking at here? Shatter is a very good defense card. Honestly, I'm looking at all these, and all these things are not better than what we currently have, which is our cards. So we're really looking for huge removal. This thing right here, that's what we want. Even though there's a trinket here that I would prefer to have, I think another event might just snap us in half, so we're going to probably avoid that. We got a cost reduction down here, that's good. I think we're going down this way.
You must be
Wendigos? Nullify spades? Oh no! Alright. We don't have a Black Mirror in hand. I don't like that. Hold up. No.
By the ebbing tide.
Well, that's something. Okay. So we can pretty much just one-tap anything right now. And I think we're going to go ahead and do that. What a surprise! So there is ways for her to cause splash damage. If we find that, I think that's pretty good, but it would also bog down our deck a little bit. There's an ace, but I honestly think that Jack of Diamonds is probably the best card for us. And we've already gotten ridiculous. Let's try and keep that down to a minimum. I almost want to get rid of Dark Mirror +2. Simply to like protect me from myself and not doing that for like an entire deck of cards.
By the ebbing tide.
The heck is with this? See, and this is why we want Wild Range +1. We have all these cards and really nothing to do with them. I'm almost about to just pluck that frickin' ace. No, not that. Shimmer?
I wield the mirage.
That's a king. Goes up to an ace, down to a jack. Hold up, give me that shimmer back.
Time for a change.
I said give me that shimmer back.
Time.
There we go. Fate Weaving on the 10.
Fate is what I make
It is now also
I
a club.
wield the mirage.
It goes all the way down to 6. Now we're going to start copying. That is the most roided card in the entire damn game. Of course, like I said, we could have gone infinite. Again, our deck is so scuffed that it's past the point of being good. But all we would have to do is use our infinite again, bring back Shimmer, hit it again, and this is literally any card in the game. It's basically a wild card that defaults as a diamond. And so we could just fill our deck with wild cards. Anyways, we're going to bop this thing now.
Now it's my turn.
And Wild Range plus Leilah Leilah's Mirage just pretty much means that you win defenses. Like, it's how it works. I don't want to get rid of all of that. Let's get rid of these bad cards. Like, whose idea was it to put all these things in here anyways? Oof, so close. What am I missing? A jack? Okay. There's the jack of diamonds roll. See, I can't help myself. This is... Send help.
By the ebbing tide.
Seriously, send some frickin' help.
You cannot trust your eyes. By the ebbing tide. I wield the mirage. Time for
Nah,
a
it's a
change.
demonstration. That's what it is. It's a demonstration, yeah. Yeah.
By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide.
I don't have a problem. You guys have a problem.
I wield the mirage. By the ebbing tide. Time for a change. I wield the mirage. By the ebbing tide. Time for a change. I wield the mirage. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. Ha! My wish is your command. Time for a change. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide.
Evasive, huh?
By the ebbing tide. Ha! Now it's my turn. By the ebbing tide. I'll tell you when you've won. I wield the mirage. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. I wield the mirage. Time for a change. By the ebbing tide. I wield the mirage. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. I wield the mirage. Time for a change. Ha! I am as the desert breeze. You cannot trust your eyes.
Apologies for that. I think we just spent 10 minutes building that deck. That I already said was beyond saving. Might as well take a look at what's going on here. Conduit seems pretty good. Not gonna lie. Just need to get past this fight here though, and then we can reduce our deck down. And that's not doing anything for us right now. Nullify Spade.
By the ebbing tide. I am as the desert breeze. By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. You must be punished. By the ebbing tide. Time for a change. By the ebbing tide.
Yeah, I think we can rock with this.
I'll tell you when you've won. I am as the desert breeze.
I mean, really due to the fact that we go infinite, I don't know how anything actually beats us. Unless it has like Diamond Shock or something like that. Okay. Get rid of Glamours. Get rid of Shimmer. We're gonna get rid of Dark Mirror, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do we really need all these Ebb plus ones? At this point, we're not really going for ability. We're an attack deck. It still is Cycle? I don't know. I think we can get rid of one at +1.
My wish is your command.
You're annoying, so I'm gonna just set you to rest. Then we'll put that there for now. And then next turn, this is over.
By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide.
Man, if only all these were wild cards, huh?
Time to give fate a hand.
Echo, maybe? I don't know. None of these really seem good, except maybe Shatter plus 2? Shatter plus 2 doesn't seem bad at all. We would need a wild card in hand in order to use it, though. No, we're good.
Charmed, I'm sure.
We now have Spell Shock Diamond. I see it.
Time for a change. You must be punished. Just a little nudge. Aha!
None of this does anything for us. Alright. Remove another ability, maybe? I think we're actually quite good. If we were to remove an ability, it'd probably be Chains of Will. And then we would just have 5 abilities in our deck. So every time that we use M plus 2, basically we get to go infinite. We get another M plus 2, and we're good. Sorry. But I think that's actually the case now. Is there another removal later? There's one here, but we want to probably get a weapon. And then we could upgrade there. So let's go ahead and remove that Chains of Will.
My wish is your command.
Okay, you've got triple attack. Do I care? Aura Reanimate. Intriguing. Trade shock? When you cancel trades, not my trade. Okay, so this is fine. Okay.
By the ebbing tide. Time for a change.
Okay.
By the ebbing tide. By the ebbing tide. I am as the desert breeze. I'll tell you when you've won.
Goodbye. The reanimate is the only thing that could possibly save you.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I actually think that equipment might be better. Oh. Thanks.
My wish is your command.
Spite is really frickin' annoying. We're going to take a lot of damage here because of reasons.
By the ebbing tide. Time for a change. You must be punished.
Oh, because we overkilled. Son of a... We're literally too strong. This fight is going to take 10 centuries. Unless... we play a little bit smart about it. Come on, man. Well, our 4 of a kinds deal double damage.
I can make that work. A new accessory. I can...
Okay. You're getting kind of weird, game. We were supposed to upgrade, not head this way. Oh no, there is an upgrade here. Oh. Oh dear lord. I thought for a second there I fucked up again. Oh, let's do the old song and dance.
By the ebbing tide.
There we go.
I am as the desert breeze. My wish is your command.
Interesting, okay.
By the ebbing tide. Now it's my turn.
Red cards deal +1 combat damage. You dumb bitch. All right.
My wish is your command. change. By the ebbing tide.
Okay, yeah, I think that'll do it. Hold up, though. What constitutes... I really should know what a royal straight is. Or a, It's for four-leaf clover. Royal flush. Aren't I off that? Because it's got to be king, queen, jack, 10-9? Oh well. Goodbye, everything. Ugh. Shame you didn't remove that. It'd probably kill you. And famous last words, this boss is just going to be a joke.
Just a little nudge. I am as the desert breeze. By the ebbing tide.
All right, we did it. Through the power of money, we have destroyed the world. Dealt 20 plus damage in one hand of combat. Definitely think that we beat that. Never lost a combat hand. Just Leilah things.
And my hair still.
And we still got an S. Imagine, like, how much of that do you think was me making that deck? I can actually go back and look. I think that it would make me sad, especially since we did it wrong. Imagine how fast that would have been had we actually been doing it right since the start. I just wasn't thinking. I was thinking too much Dark Mirror and not about like having a whole deck worth of wild cards. And after seeing exactly how easy that was, like, what exactly did we need? We needed to find Dark Mirror, which, granted, is a thing, right? But you're probably going to find Dark Mirror at some point in the game. You start with 2 ebbs, so bringing them up to ebb +1 seems to be pretty easy. But what you really want to do is get that up to ebb +2. Go to one of the remove 5 cards, bring your deck down, and then at that point you can keep cycling it. If you have to use Change of Heart, you probably can. Those clubs, what am I trying to... The shimmers, at level 0 even, was still considerably good because they allowed us to make the technically wild cards. And so if you were to do that from, let's say... Is it a 7? If you did it from a 7, you would be able to go from 2 to king in just 2 shimmers and your trait. So it's probably what you would want to do is go to you would want to go to 8. That way you can go from ace to 3. Because what are the odds that you actually need to use a 2? Like, it happens, but generally speaking, you have the whole like line done. And ace can wrap around to a 2, so if you have a 2, it could still work. +1 hand size obviously made that very easy. Like I said, +1 hand size just breaks the game if you get enough of it. We were lucky enough to get the spend life for +1 hand size and ability hand size event. Pretty dang good. Otherwise, yeah, like that was so easy to build, honestly. Like if you think about it, again, all you need is Dark Mirror. And then you need to figure out what you're going to copy. It doesn't have to be Dark Mirror, but you do need 2 upgrades to bring it up to +2. If you find Dark Mirror +1, obviously, like that's really good. Otherwise, as soon as we went into Diamonds, technically we should have kept it at Dark Mirror 1, but I don't know. After we got found out how to make Wildcards, I don't think... I think that's the way you go regardless. I think you go Dark Mirror +2 and you just steal... It doesn't even have to be a diamond. You just steal 8s. You steal 8s and 7s. Maybe you do 9s. If you wanted it to be like less time consuming, you could probably start at like a 10. Because a 10 would go... Trait would bring it up to Jack. No, you would need a... Yeah, no, 10s would work. Because trait would bring it up to Queen, and then when you use 1 shimmer on it, it would go up to Ace, and then it would go down 4 to 6, which is still pretty dang good. And then if you got the event that culled your 2s and 3s, then you would have 4s, 5s, and then you would have a bunch of wild cards that go down to 6. Like, that's incredible. I think that Leilah literally breaks the game now. I don't... Like, I knew that she didn't follow the rules, but god damn. Anyways, sorry about the huge, like, counterfeit process there. I hope that it was still enjoyable for all you guys that stuck around. Due to the nature of how the end game worked, we were thankfully able to still get it in pretty good time. Was that our best time? I don't think it was our best time. I mean, we definitely took longer than an hour, but our strategic time was very fast because we were just able to, like, defend and blow up enemies. But, yeah, hopefully, again, still enjoyable. Expect less aces and adventures in the meantime as we ramp back over into actually going full production into Ravens Watch videos. We're doing a bunch of tutorials over there. But expect to see some Ravens Watch every once in a while, like maybe one or 2 runs a week, because yeah, game's fun and I like to play it on my free time, so why not play it occasionally and give you guys some YouTube vids. Anyways, until next time, if you have any feedback, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to leave that down in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys around.